our guest right now is Mr. Larry Manuel. How you doing, Larry?
Oh, doing just fine, thank
now,
you.
Larry, you gave me a call a couple of months ago about, and I vaguely remember your dad had, well, you tell about it.
Well, my dad founded a show in 1953 called a Saturday Night Jamboree. My dad was one of the old country music radio stars of the 1930s and 40s and 50s. And a lot of kids around Memphis listened to his show growing up, and when they got to be grown, they used to hang around him a lot, and he recognized the talent in a lot of these people. So he felt like that maybe they could make something out of themselves if they could present their talent to the public. So he envisioned a venue like the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, and out of that came the Saturday Night Jamboree. Now that was held in 1953 and 1954 at the old Goodman Institute building auditorium in downtown Memphis at 3rd and Madison.
Well, I know that, man. Elvis graduated from Humes like I did in 1953, but it seemed like I would have heard if he'd been going down there to appear on that. Did he walk in unannounced, or how did that happen?
Well, he used to hang around Dad a lot, you know, around here when he was 16, 17 years old, when our band were playing differently. I started playing accordion in my dad's radio band, you know, when I was about 12, 13 years old. And he used to kind of hang around with Dad for a little while there, and whenever Dad started his show, he just, you know, wanted to be on the show. And not only was Elvis on the show, we had Johnny Cash, Johnny Dorsey Burnett, Eddie Bond, Charlie Feathers, harmonica Frank Floyd, and just on and on.
Some good talent on that show.
Yes, and this was before they went into a recording studio.
Well, I wish you'd had some video of that, man.
Oh yeah, of course. These people are just all totally unknowns.
Yeah.
And in about 1995 or 96, Jim Cole over at the University of Memphis History Department, he discovered the Saturday Night Jamboree. It had been hidden under layers, decades of time, and he called me and asked to come out and talk to me about it. And as time went by, he began to realize the historical value in this little stage show. And so in fact, he wrote the first article, I think, over in Europe on the Saturday Night Jamboree. And then when Dale Franklin, KWM in West Memphis, when he bought that station and put it back on air, he started doing the history.
Is that little station still on the air over in West Memphis?
Right, and it's
KWEM or something?
And it's developed into a FM station as well as an internet station.
You know, I worked on that station when it was in Memphis. It's called KW something.
AM then,
yeah.
When it came
but anyway, that was a historic little station too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you have an award there. What's that about, Larry?
Okay. The state of Tennessee erected an historical marker on the site of the Saturday Night Jamboree.
Yeah,
and the Tennessee legislature issued a resolution honoring my dad and the Saturday Night Jamboree for its historical nature. And they presented this resolution to me, and it's signed by the governor. And they presented this resolution to me the day that they unveiled the historical marker down there at 3rd and Madison on the 100th anniversary of my dad's birth.
You know, before we went on there, you named some of the people who were on the show. Would you, like Johnny Cash, could you run that down one more time?
Yeah, there was Johnny Cash, and Elvis was on those real early ones. Then you had Eddie Bond, Johnny Burnett, Charlie Feathers, Barbara Pittman, harmonica Frank Floyd, Lloyd Arnold McCullough, who became popular in Canada under the name of Lloyd Arnold, and Bud Deckelman was on there before he had that big hit record of Daydreaming. All these people are just unknowns.
Well, it's great that you're bringing that back so people can check it out.
Right.
I'd hold on to this. I'd have that framed. That's really nice.
I intend to.
Well, Larry, you played guitar on the show, didn't you?
I played accordion.
Accordion?
Right. I started playing accordion in my dad's band when I was about 12 years old on his radio band.
What was the name of the band?
It was just the Joe Manuel Band.
Joe Manuel Band. Man, you have really dug back and brought some history forward. That's really interesting, you know.
And then the Saturday Night Jamboree ran for 2 years, in 53 and 54. And at the end of 54, the Goodwin Institute buildings told Dad they were going to have to close the auditorium for a year or two. They completely remodeled it and made a whole new facility out of it. But the show ran for 2 years. And all these guys, like I say, this was before any of them went into the recording studios. In fact, Johnny Cash, Mr. Emmy Ellis was my dad's business partner. He helped with the business thing, part of the show. And he was talking to me before he passed away about the fact that Johnny Cash, his bass fiddle player, was Johnny's brother then. This was before Marshall Grant.
Marshall Grant.
So it goes back a long ways.
Boy, I'm telling you. Well, Larry, thanks for coming down today.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Larry Manuel, George Klein, Memphis Sounds.